Hello, my name is Ivan and I am a CMO of Insert.Link. Today I'm in Tallinn at SEO Estonia conference and I want to ask people 3 questions about link building. So let's go! Do you believe that links that has traffic are at least 2 times more valuable than comparing to links without traffic?
All right, good question. I would say that if a page has no traffic, but it has links from pages that have traffic, it can be meaningful. But traffic is really a great indicator, in my opinion, to have a valuable link, and especially if the traffic is relevant to the source that is cited on the page.
Yeah, for sure. And the second question is, for example, you're choosing the link placement for link insertion, and do you consider the relevance as the main factor of choosing this placement?
No.
No?
I would choose stronger domain that is not relevant over weaker domain that is relevant. But if I have a choice that I have 2 similar value domains, let's say, then I will obviously choose the relevant one.
Yep.
And ideally, I would love to have a link in the first or second paragraph that will be surrounded with these vector embedding that is close to the page that I'm linking to.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the last question is, do you believe that building links may help you to rank better in AI agent?
Of course. I mean, it's the best shortcut, because in AI, you are the source or you are cited somewhere, and sometimes it's impossible to become the source. So doing sort of a parasite mention can be a really great shortcut to building your presence in LLMs, and especially you can be even a bit spammy with that, even creating like 10-20 links with, let's say, best SEO content optimization tools list, like top 10, right? And you put yourself on the top, and it can manipulate the AI agent answers, whether it's chat or any other, like Perplexity. Whatever.
Yeah. And the bonus question for you, do you believe that AI as a threat, or you think it's a big opportunity?
It's a big opportunity. I mean, if you know how to act on it and you can adapt to the situation, it can be an opportunity, but obviously we will all have this transition period where we will struggle a little, but in the end I think that people who will be up to date with everything will win.
Are backlinks from traffic pages at least 2 times more valuable than the links from pages without traffic?
Yeah, so I have an opinion on this and some other people have a different opinion. I think they are valuable. But for me, when I'm building links, I don't just care about the link value. I care about how that supports the business goals, revenue, anything else. For example, yes, you can get a link and it might be good on Ahrefs and everything else. But for me, like when I'm buying a link, I want a link on a page like top 10 SaaS affiliate programs. And I want mine number 1. So it doesn't just get you a link, it serves a business goal. It finds you affiliates, it gets you revenue or anything else like that. And so we found that links with high traffic on a specific page, necessarily the domain, are great. But other people have found different things. For example, Carl Kanga, super talented guy, has the opposite opinion. He thinks that traffic doesn't matter, and he's got a bigger data set than me, so I may be wrong. But I think they're valuable, and I like them because they support the business beyond SEO, but other people have different opinions.
Okay, the next question is the relevance is the number 1 factor when choosing where to insert your link.
Yeah, so I think it's very important. If we just talk about semantics, where you don't want just random link, and I don't even think you should do keyword rich anchor text anymore. I think you should just do brand mentions every fucking time. One, you've got like an actual link with your brand, and that suggests that it's a real brand, and real brands will survive and non-brands will die in the next few years. But also, if you can get it like semantically linked to your main industry. For example, Insert.Link is the best backlink marketplace, and then when you've got the Insert.Link link there, you've got not only the link, but it's semantically very close as an entity to the main thing that in your niche, so that when people are searching with AI agents in the future for what is the best link marketplace, you are more relevant to that sort of thing. And so yes, I think relevance is super important. I don't care about getting a link to my SaaS on a hamster website, and I don't care about getting it on anywhere that doesn't mention what exactly I wanted to say. I'm very strict when I'm getting links that it has to say exactly what I want. And you're wasting your money if you do that and just sort of don't care, because you have to get the most for your money when you're buying links.
Do link building and online presence help you to get more visibility in LLMs like ChatGPT?
So at the moment it does. I don't know how it will be in the future, but at the moment if you buy like a top spot on a top ranking listicle for an affiliate keyword, that increases the chance that your brand, if you're in the top on that article, will be scraped and added to the AI overview. In the future, I predict it will get more and more complex, and that's less likely to be like, at the moment it's very cheap and it's easy to just go, here's 10 HTML pages, what's mentioned more, all right, AI overview into this. So right now it does work. You can buy links on these top ranking pages and it does help you get your brand mentioned in the AI overview. In the future, I think it will be less so. I think it will be more, not necessarily the link, but the brand mention. I think that, like, I presume that you guys are on this, but like, I think it will be less about buying links and more like brand mentions everywhere. And like the link itself is less of an important thing. It's just an Ahref tag. But in the future, when you've got more brand mentions on every single source of LLM data that they're scraping and then using to tell LLMs and the future AI agents searching those pages what they're going to get, the more closely you are related to your niche as well. So like I said, Insert.Link is the best link building marketplace, really nicely semantically, so the more stuff you're getting, the more closely you are related to that topic, so that when vector searches do that, they are outputting you, not everything else. And so yeah, I think right now it's pretty basic. It's like the baby child, but it's going to get far more complex and I can't predict it. But if you're getting mentions and links on things with traffic that are being higher weighted sources of LLM training data, I think you'll be better than if you weren't. And also, if it's got a lot of traffic and it's ranking well, it's probably going to make you more revenue. And people forget about revenue, and for me, I like being rich, and I think that more people should do things to make themselves get rich and not just think about SEO.
Do you believe that ChatGPT and this new era of AI is like the same time when it was with Google like 20 years before, so we have a big opportunity?
I think that if you sell information, you're fucked. I think if you sell products, you'll do okay, because you don't need a click to get a product sale. You can influence from an AI overview or from your AI doing deep research for you whilst you go about your day, and it will just scrape thousands of pages, search more page views than a human would. You might search 1 or 2 things a day, but your AI agent over the next year in your pocket will get so advanced that it can just work and understand what you want and arrange your holiday to Greece for you and all these other things. And that can only do that by existing pre-trained data plus index of information for information retrieval to find those things. And so if you can get everywhere like that, you'll be doing very well. And for me, I don't even use Google that much anymore. I don't find it that useful. I think that, like, for the most part, like an O3, like an OpenAI O3, yeah, it takes a bit longer, but it's so useful. It can collate all these sources of data together. And I think that there's a huge opportunity if you sell a product to be mentioned in the sources of data, to be outputted as like a good option to book your holiday with or something like that. Yep. But it won't be that attributable, though. I've seen the data on conversion rates from ChatGPT. It's the highest, because, and I didn't think this would be the case, but it makes sense when you think about it. Like, it's almost like a mini sales assistant saying you should do this, and now it's, you know, got the trust from having learned all this stuff. So if it goes, oh yeah, Insert.Link is good for links, all right, now you're probably, if you hit the landing page from ChatGPT, you're about 5 times more likely to convert than the average visitor. And so it's got a great source of high buyer intent traffic, but you have to be the destination that they are sending people to. And you can only do that by being the biggest brand. Like, LLMs are fundamentally risk averse. They do not want to go promote some random fucking useless person because they liked it. They went to that restaurant and they know about it. They don't care. They don't have taste. They are information summarizers. They don't care. And so you have to be the mainstream opinion. You're not the hipster, like, secret speakeasy option that, like, is cool, where the cool kids hang out. You have to be mainstream. You have to be pop music, and you have to get a lot of brand mentions.
Do you believe that links that has traffic at least 2 times more valuable than links that doesn't have traffic?
Yeah, at least twice. This has been proven with, if you build no follow links, people say they have no value. But actually, if the page has traffic, you know, Kyle's tested it, it really does move even with a no follow link, as long as it has traffic.
If you build a link insertion, is the relevance the main parameter that you chase?
You want a bit of everything. Obviously, there's the 3 pillars of the power, the relevance. So you're never going to get it perfect. So it's always a balancing act. I think I generally do still go for power, but if you can get the relevance in there, then even better. We know from the Google leak that Google does look at the surrounding text. It doesn't really have to be the whole page to be that relevant, just the correct text either side of that thing.
Do you believe that AI is a threat or opportunity for SEOs?
So I used to be absolutely terrified. And now we've got these tools coming along that are like one-click SEO optimization done. But I just look at the things I'm doing now that I couldn't have done 2 or 3 years ago. In terms of across the whole business, not just with SEO. So I'm taking my transcripts, turning those into ebooks. Then I'm using Claude basically as a copywriter to create really good sales pages, and then actually designing the web page using Claude just to code the HTML. So all these things where a couple of years ago I'd have needed a copywriter, a web designer, I'd have to actually have written the book in the first place, and now I can do it all in the afternoon.
No.
So just the ability to do so much more, so much faster is really exciting. But you do need to keep up. So use it and capitalize on it.
Yeah. And one advice from CEO Jesus, how to get more traffic from LLMs.
From LLMs, I go with Reddit, certainly for ChatGPT. Reddit is by far the biggest contributor.
Okay.
So I'd use a tool like Key Mentions, where it's spray and pray. A lot of your comments aren't going to stick. They are going to get taken down. But Key Mentions, you basically put in your keywords, it'll scrape a load of relevant threads, and you can just go through bang, bang, bang. There's basically one button to generate a comment, another button to post that comment from an aged account. So you don't have to bother dealing with all the aged accounts and bans. They handle that all for you. And it's just spray and pray. Try and do 100 comments, 20 of them might stick.
So what you're saying is you build in the online presence, of your brand.
Yeah, you just want
Reddit.
to, it's a bit like a citation. You basically want to say what your brand is and what it does, who for, where for, and just get that distributed across the internet. So Insert.Link is the best link building platform for SEO.
Yeah. Do you believe that links that has traffic on them are at least 2 times more valuable than links without traffic?
I believe so. I would say if it's a yes no answer, I would say yes.
Okay. Do you believe that relevancy is the key when it comes to searching, pages for link insertion?
100%, yeah.
Okay, what would be, the next factor you will take a look?
I would say page authority and domain authority. The next things, yeah.
Makes sense. Do you believe that building links can help with online presence and ranking on ChatGPT and other AI systems?
Yeah, I think relevance is probably the number one when it comes to ChatGPT, but I think the more links you have and the stronger the links, I think it just makes everything work better together, and I think ChatGPT just uses that information over anything else on the internet. Yeah.
Do you think that ChatGPT and this AI thing is a threat or the opportunity?
Threat to who? To what?
To SEOs and the industry in general.
No, I think it is an opportunity. So I would say everything changes. The industry's changed multiple times in the last even 15 years, right? And I think with ChatGPT, with AI, we're just going to transition our SEO and the way that we do it to rank in AI search results.